Hello, everybody. My name is Leon Gorbati. I'm the founder and CTO of Standards Core. I'm here to introduce our brand new product, Standards Copilot, which is an add-in for Microsoft Word. A little bit more background on myself. I've been for the past 30 years working as both a mechanical engineer and a software engineer. As a mechanical engineer, my background is in turbo machinery, steam turbines and centrifugal compressors for power plants and refineries. And I originally started writing software for thermodynamic performance for centrifugal compressors, and later it progressed to, I guess, what you would call today a full stack developer, all of which has led to this Standards Copilot, the brand new AI document support for technical documents. Going to do a quick introduction of our add-in and then get into some of the details. So first of all, this really can be used for any kind of document at all, but there is specialization for standards, codes, specifications, compliance documents, and other legal documents. But again, it is very useful for just about anybody using Office. Our add-in is comprised of several modules or components, as we call them. We have document selection, which essentially just mirrors whatever you have selected in the document. Real-time AI, which literally gives you suggestions as you type. We also have an editing guide, which is technical writing utility that was developed in the oil and gas industry specifically for engineering specifications. We also feature translation to over 160 languages, so we're really aiming for an international audience, as well as being localized, fully localized for 20 different languages. And then we also have the Ask AI and AI suggestion tools that we will talk about in further. So let's actually go through some of these things individually. So first of all, the add-in usually by default is quite narrow. We made an effort to make it functional in that space, but for newer versions of Word and as well as Word on the web, you can stretch this interface wider as well as expand any of the text areas that you need to make them bigger or more readable. Generally speaking, all you have to do is either type or select a paragraph, and the system begins responding to the context of whatever you're using. The document selection just echoes the selection that you have in the document. You can click in any individual paragraph, or you can select multiple paragraphs or the entire page to have a wider selection. So basically, once you start making selections, the real-time AI will immediately begin giving you what it thinks is might be useful for what you're doing. We support a dozen different models. Keep in mind that AI is not free, so if you don't need a real-time AI, you should probably turn it off. But by default, we pre-select GPT-5 Chat because that is the fastest one. But you can, again, pick any of the other models that are available. The editing guide, again, is a tool that was developed for writing concise specifications that everybody would understand in the same way. It's got a bunch of rules built into it. Anytime that it has an issue, it will display in orange and tell you that there is an issue. And if you click on more, it'll tell you more about the issue. In this case, these are words and phrases to avoid. The words and phrases in this section can cause verbosity and ambiguities, supporting information, avoid phrases that have missing objects, avoid the following adverbs, avoid the following articles. This is why it picked us up, is because we use the word all. The use of all is usually unnecessary, and so on. So this is really quite a useful tool for technical writers. It is all in English, but it's also very useful to international engineers who have to author or modify an English document. Translation is also real time. Let's, I guess, select something familiar. We can select Spanish. Where's our S? I guess S comes after R, doesn't it? So here's our Spanish select, and this will be in real time. So anytime you select any content, it will immediately translate it. You could also take the translated content and pipe it to Ask AI, in which case the AI system will respond in the language that's being translated to. So it could be quite a tool for international and multi-language documents. Talking a little bit about the Ask AI, again, the real-time AI is based on one model and responds immediately to what you're doing in the document. For the heavier Ask AI paradigm, you actually have to quit Go, but the real key is that you can select your setup. We support multiple models, and we have our unique arbitrator feature, which will basically take the results of all the selected models and think over them to come up with the best suggestion. You can also include the entire document for context, and we support various templates that are preloaded with prompts for specific industries and workflows. For this example, I'm going to turn off general document editing, which again is useful to just anybody, and I'm going to turn on software design, marketing, and branding, because this is what we're doing here. But I'd like to mention a couple of things. First, out of the gate, our default template has a lot of support for oil and gas and architecture, engineering, and construction, but everything that you see here is actually externally customizable via a JSON or an XML file, and we can modify these types of prompts and also give you the ability to create them, which makes this very flexible and very powerful. So I will close this selection and go ahead and click go, and we'll see what it comes back with. Okay, so we're back. This took about a minute or so, and we received an AI suggestion based on the setup that we had in the AI Assistance dialog. If you click the More button here, here's where you really get your in-depth information. So basically, we had 3 models and 1 arbitrator. We always show the arbitrator first, and it'll actually tell you in background and methodology. As an arbitrator, I reviewed the 3 previous suggestions and identify the common goal and so on and so forth. It will also give you a main suggestion which you can put directly into the document. We also publish the amount of time that each piece took, so that you begin to know, which models are more in depth versus which one take a little bit more time. And then you can also scroll through all the different models and see exactly what they provided. Everything gives you workflow information and methodology. You really can get quite insightful and profound results, and the arbitrator makes sure that they're as correct as possible. So those are the 4 models that we used, 3 models and 1 arbitrator. And then at the end of the day, I can use the append button to basically take the suggestion and put it directly into my document. I can always use undo or modify it as needed. So that's basically an overview of the tool. It's very easy to use right out of the gate. It's very powerful. We're supporting all of the latest and greatest AI models. We feature the arbitrator. We're also localized to 20 languages. From a privacy perspective, we do count the volume of AI usage, but we never keep any other information. But we also have 4 plans. The user plan is basically what I'm showing here, is where you would run against our application instance, but we also feature our application redistributable plan and the application turnkey plan, where we basically deliver the entire application to the customer, either on-prem or in their cloud tenant, and this way all of the data, whether in motion or at rest, is in the domain of the customer. They're responsible for the model costs, so this is a really good plan for large organizations that have an IT department that can implement those. But for any general user, we have a basic user plan where you can use all that immediately. We support a free trial. And we support free unlimited use for standards organizations. Simply contact us, let us know that you want to use it, and we will enable you because we are Standards Core and we are here to support codes, standards, and engineering specifications as well as office users worldwide. So that is the really quick overview. Please join us for the next video, which we will get into more of getting started. And thank you very much. Please give us some feedback on how the tool has worked for you. Thank you.